today's show is going to be a special one because you can see I've got my green t-shirt on again. So there we go. Eat your veggies. Those who have known me, I really believe in wellness and a holistic approach to pregnancy, parenthood, birth. And very elemental is that we eat right. And that is something that we can't get enough of, to be inspired, to keep reminding ourselves to stay at it. It doesn't just happen. We need to stay at it. So it's good to have inspiration. And I've been interacting with Amy van der Merwe. And I know that her previous show was very popular here, where we spoke about introducing solids for your toddler and baby and how to set them up for life. So what we are going to do, she's going to be a regular member of the show, and we will be sharing recipes. And that's just really to help you, to keep you inspired. So that's what is on it for today. I'm very excited about this. And also, if you are wanting to, sorry, I'm blank. If you want to see certain things shared, or if you can talk about certain topics in and around food, please also let us know, because we're happy to tackle any food-related topics if they want to be relevant. So thank you. Before I go into the recipe sharing with Amy, I just want to thank our faithful sponsor. Without sponsors, we can't do all these things. And Zinplex, you've noticed, is our very faithful supporter. They are solid behind us. And just as we want to provide birth and baby advice you can trust, we also really want to partner with products that you can trust. And we really know that Zinplex is a really good product. It's very affordable. I've been on the Mama Magic shows when it was still possible and seen how all the mommies that knows the syrup come running to our stand to get those syrups. So they work, they're well. There's a sugar-free one option. They are in all the pharmacies. There's a discounts, clicks available. So this is just a great support to keep your child happy. So it's filled with zinc, selenium, vitamin C. It's a very powerful immune booster. And everything is zinc-based, because zinc is an essential mineral which supports the immune functions in children and babies. So it's definitely that prevention is better than cure. Another thing noteworthy to say about Zinplex is that there's many more zinc-related products, but Zinplex use the special zinc picolinate, which is a fairly new generation of zinc, and it's far better absorbed than the sulfate or the chlorine form. It remains the closest form of zinc when compared to what we have in our body. So take note of that. That's why we love Zinplex. So I'm going to go share with Amy. She's all ready to share her recipe. Enjoy it.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy from An Earthen Life. I'm going to be showing you how to make some hummus today. We're just going to make it simple, plain and simple. There's actually a lot of different ways that you can make it, and I'll give you some tips at the end. So we're going to use 1 tin of chickpeas. It's good to keep the brine. A lot of nutrients are actually in the brine itself, so I like to keep it till the end, and then I'll use as much as possible in the hummus itself to make it a bit more runny if you need it to be. So you can just throw the whole tin of chickpeas in there. And then I really like to use some nice tahini. This one's by Omega, and it's a really good one. So you're going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of tahini. Sesame seeds are so good for us. So it's really nice. And then I've got some really nice quality olive oil. I'm going to use about 1/4 cup in there. You can add a bit more or a little bit less if you want. Then you just need to counter it with some more liquid. And then because this is for our babies, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of salt. If I was making it for adults, I'd maybe add a little bit more, because we're so used to having a little bit more salt, and it is nice. But because it's for our kiddies, they really don't need a lot of salt in there. So I've just got a crack or 2. And then I've got some cumin. So go in with about 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. a quarter of a lemon juice. Just try and get those seeds so they don't go in. They can be quite bitter. It's nice to add that little bit of acidity in here. Right, and then I'm going to use a garlic clove. I've got quite a big clove of garlic, and I'm just going to peel it. And then I'm going to cut it up a little bit because I'm using a stick blender today. So it's not as quick. If you're using a NutriBullet or something like that, you can actually add in the whole clove in whole and it will just whiz it all up together. So I'm going to put that garlic in there. All right, and then I'm going to add in about half of my juice. So it's probably about half a cup. Giving it a nice mix up now. And then I'm going to whiz it up. So and there we are. Got some beautiful hummus. I'm going to just throw out this chickpea water because I'm happy with how smooth it is. And if you can see here, it's nice and smooth. Put it in a bowl. So there's a couple of things you can add in here that'll make it really nice and extra nutritious for your kids as well if you wanted to. So you can roast some carrots or butternuts and blend that in. That makes it really, really good and like an extra depth of flavor. I like to sometimes add in some smoked paprika. That's also amazing. You can also blend in a lot of spinach or avocado. It's a really, really nice way to serve some nice protein to your kids and to get them to eat veggies. So River, for instance, eats it with a lot of cucumber or broccoli. So yeah, it's really good and can save in the fridge for about 4 to 5 days.
Thank you, Amy. That was amazing. I wish I was there with you. I want to taste that hummus. That was really easy. It didn't even take long. So I hope you're inspired. We want to leave the recipe on our social media when you're going to be sharing the podcast and the YouTube and so forth. And I hope you are inspired to feed your family well. I personally took out a few tips because I love to make hummus myself, that I didn't know before. So I'm definitely gonna not throw away the brine. That's what I normally do. I feel I need to rinse these chickpeas, but actually it's nutritious. So I'm taking that one. Also really like the tip where she was squeezing the lemon through her fingers, because those pips are always the most annoying thing to try to get them out, and they really don't taste well. Definitely I've got carrots that are almost offish, like they get so soft. I want to get them roasted and I want to make myself a hummus with carrots. Hope you're inspired and that you enjoyed this time, and we are going to do this again, recipe sharing. So this was short and sweet. We will see you next time. I just want to make a final announcement for our midwives on sensitive midwifery. We are full force, full blown, busy preparing for our amazing sensitive midwifery symposium. There's an incredible lineup of speakers. They are all ready and prepared. We're busy doing pre-recordings because it is going to be a virtual event, so be preparation in advance. So please don't miss it. This is the last week where the early bird tickets are still available, so don't miss your chance. We want to see you there. It's already exciting to see all the people that are registering, and I know we're going to have an incredible time. You're going to be so so inspired and we really are desperate for leaders. And that is the theme, lead where you are. We are all leaders. We're leading moms, we're leading families, we're leading colleagues, we're leading students, wherever we find ourselves. So we need to work on ourselves, that we keep being inspired. And more than that, it is our duty to empower and educate ourselves. Things keep developing, certified professional developing points. It's on the cards with the South African Nursing Council. They're going to update us about that too. So there's actually no excuse not to register for the symposium. So I hope to see you there. This was me for today, and I will see you next time again. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.